Well, welcome everyone back to Pommy and Oz. Hope we're all doing really well. If you're new around here, do me a solid, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Can't thank you enough for the support. And we're doing a few little series here where we're really smashing out and ramping up our excitement for 2024. And we're going to profile some players who I think need a big year, or I expect to have a big year. And we're looking at, really, I'd say, an icon of this conversation, Brodie Grundy. Obviously, he's at his third club now. Didn't quite get going at Melbourne. It did start off okay, and then it kind of meandered towards the end. Let's look at his year last year. 14.3 touches, 20.5 hitouts, 30.4% of them to advantage, 47.9 win percent, 2.9 clearances, the under 4 score involvements, and the 0.6 goals. And he didn't quite get the love and affection, did he, up at the Demons? But I do think the wonderful thing about Brodie Grundy is there's no doubt about his class. He is, in my opinion, one of the best ruckmen in the league. And I think at Sydney, he's really going to get that TLC that he needs. You look at what Sydney did last year, and no disrespect to them, I don't really think that they have what you would perceive as a top-line ruckman in that way. Laddams did okay, for a want of a better word. And then also Tom Hickey, he's now retired. He was fairly solid in the 12 games he played. I do think that this is the right move for both parties. I really do suspect that Brodie Grundy will go up an echelon for the Sydney Swans. And I look at how they used Hickey. Brodie is 10 times that type of player. He is head and shoulders above Tom Hickey as a footballer. I look at the midfield core that he's going to be working with. It all fits the bill. And I do love that combination of Taylor Adams and Brodie Grundy, who will join forces again. Him feeding the likes of Errol Goulding and whatnot really is a delight for the partial observer. I think this, and no one's talked about this, puts Sydney in well and truly wedged in that Premiership window. A lot of people not talking about Sydney in the positive. I look at it and I just think, you look at that midfield now, boy oh boy, it is absolutely stacked with talent. And adding Brodie Grundy to that mix, for me, really changes the entire dynamic of what they can and what they will do going into 2024. I think that when you look at Brodie Grundy at Melbourne, he was always around Max Gawn. You look at Collingwood, Collingwood went a different dimension, and fair play to them. Darcy Cameron has worked out. I think when you're feeding a midfield that contains Callum Mills, Errol Goulding, Braden Campbell, Taylor Adams, Luke Parker, James Rowbottom, James Jordan, and you add Brodie Grundy to that mix, suddenly we are talking, you are well in the flag hunt. And I think the one thing they lacked was a top-line ruckman. No disrespect to Tom Hickey and no disrespect to Laddams. These guys aren't the ilk of Brodie Grundy. And in my opinion, Brodie Grundy is going to hit the ground running at Sydney and take them to a next level. I really suspect that Brodie Grundy will have close to career best years, and I can't wait to see it. But that is all wait and see. There was a lot of hype, a lot of pomp and circumstance around Brodie Grundy joining Melbourne. It didn't quite work, but I think this is a different set of circumstances. He is the Premier ruckman there. He is going to be there 90% of the time, and I think he'll have his injury roles behind him. Sydney have an uncanny knack of getting people going, and I think Brodie Grundy is going to return to his best form, and we've only got to remember how good he was, and I suspect he'll be top of the tree there. And I'm going to say now, all Australian. I think he'll be all Australian come the end of the year. Let me know in the comments what you think. Brodie Grundy to the Swans. Is it a good move for the Swans? Do you think he'll get there? Let's have a conversation. And until next time, peace, love, and light. Pom out.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad.